In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hey everyone, got my green tea. I'm just going to get a little bit more green tea. Hold on. It's good. I'll tell you what it is. Oh, good. Now, this is one whole lemon and cilantro in a blender. Don't drive yourself crazy. One whole lemon and cilantro in a blender. Sweetened the way you would sweeten anything that you like sweetened. And cilantro takes the metal out your body, cleanses your kidneys, and it's great for urinary issues, urinary tract issues. But when I tell you cilantro by itself and lemon, which helps balance your pH, amazing. Just amazing. What a great drink to have, just to be drinking it. I mean, amazing. I made a whole like picture. And let me tell you what else this does. This satisfies your need for orange drinks, Coca Cola. It takes care of all of that. It even takes care of your need for sweet tea. Seriously. A whole lemon and a bushel of cilantro. And let me tell you, I didn't even strain it. I didn't even strain it. This right here will have you drinking it 3, 4 cups at a time. Perfect. Perfect. And thank you. So we're on Wendy Watch, but we could be on Wendy Watch for the next few months because we're going to work ourselves up to the reunion. But more information will be coming out. And we just want to see, what is Wendy going to do? What is she planning on doing? Um, I feel like it finally hit her how embarrassing this is. I also think that maybe Wendy didn't know how much more in love with her husband she was than he is with her. I think Eddie knew that this could backfire, and that's why he wrote that email. He never sent the email, by the way. He wrote it, he put it in a draft, and that's why this kind of fell apart because he never sent the email. Now, what's his name? Funky Dineva gave us some really good advice. Funky Dineva was like, keep your job. Don't let your pride get in the middle of all of this. Keep your job. Um, but I just think that she may have a hard time understanding that even if you make mistakes, sometimes the best thing you could do with the mistake is to confront it, admit it, move on. The history is going to be the history. You stealing is a history. How you handle the history later is the reason why this world is in this mess right now. Because everybody covers up something and it's just not right. So, you know what's interesting about this? Again, I'm always telling people to call me, especially celebrities, right? Because I don't change my prices. I don't make my prices more gross for celebrities. I'm not like that. But in the era that we are in right now, there's a problem with Jupiter, there's a problem with Mars, Uranus, um, in the age of Aquarius, Pluto, all of these alignments with these planets is endings. Something about you needs to end. If you used to be shy, you can't be shy anymore. If you used to be a drunk, you can't be a drunk anymore. If you've been going to rehab for drugs and you can't seem to stop, like, final warning, final warning, final warning, right? If you're a bitch, you need to stop being a bitch. I'm trying, but at least I am trying. One woman said to me, why do you do readings on Super if you hate her so much? First of all, I have not done a reading on Super in like 6 7 years. First of all, let's get that straight. Like, there are other people that hate other people and they do readings on them all the time. Michelle does reading on Kenya more every day. Nobody says anything to her. I do one stupid reading on Stupa, call her husband Jay, which he is, and y'all want to have a fucking fit over it? Fuck y'all. Oh my God. Let me get one more drink and then you and I can talk better. Hold on. That is good. Let me get rid of this lemon. Now, if you want, you just add a little, just a pinch of Kanye pepper, and oh, that shake your blood up. Oh, it'll shake it up, baby girl, shake it up. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm over myself. Let me say hi to everyone. Let's go. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Steven. Hi, Al Williams. Good morning, Tracy, and everyone that joins the chat. Good health, sweetie. Hi, Incognito. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. You are on because the door keeps, your air is on because the door keeps opening and closing. Yeah, the air is on. There's no spirits in here. Although I do have this spirit thing. I've got this ghost radar, and I'm trying to work with it, but we're not in sync yet. But it keeps leaving me messages. Like right now, the message is sick, but the message before was the message before was, no, I don't know where the message is at. Wash against third high and then sick. Wash against third high and then sick. What does that mean? But now when I'm charging my phone, I like to keep my ghost radar up. But there's no ghosts in this house. I promise you. Hi, Noel. All right. Oh, you know what? Someone gave me the nicest message today. You want to see it? You never know what your purpose is in this world, right? And my purpose is to help. Um, and I do realize, let me tell you something. New Orleans women, there's a tough group. They either love Super or they hate Super. But the ones that love her, they will come for me. Um, Someone wrote me this morning. Her name is Everybody Knows Gay Likes Men. Wait, let me turn this down. They were really upset about the gay comment on her boyfriend. You know what? All your boyfriends are gay. Don't worry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just talking to the people in the feed. She goes, "You gave me the realest and hardest reading in June 2020." And I remember June 2020 because I was real mad. That was COVID year. And I was real mad. And I knew COVID was here because people were not doing right. They weren't doing right in their homes. They haven't been doing right for generations. I knew COVID was a message and a sign to get right. Anywho, she goes, "You gave me the realest and hardest reading in June 2020. Well, let me just show y'all. I should just take a picture of it. This is a great testimony, by the way. This is why I live. Even if you don't understand the reading, when I give it to you, I read to help you to live. Maybe I should make that my motto. I read to help you to live. So she put, "You gave me the realest and hardest reading in June 2020, and I learned some valuable lessons about ignoring the red flags and actively listening to what I was supposed to take heed to. When I didn't, it triggered a major spiritual awakening. I've never been the same since. I've mastered self." You did say I would come out of this victorious. I'm sober. Heat emoji. Thank you so much, Auntie Tracy. Love you. to life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I just wrote back, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Fire emoji, heat emoji, heat emoji. Whew. I am so, I feel so honored to get that message. Oh, that reading must have been hell. I must have reamed her, but she came out. She came out of it. So I'm so proud. With that being said, I'm always like, I I really think I could have saved. I could have saved Kenya. I could have saved Wendy. You know, especially if you black. Not that I'm like black, white, da 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 da, but because I am black, there's a part of me that understands the need for Gucci purses, the need for the biggest house, like, and I want you all to have what you all want, but I don't want y'all to make mistakes and step on people's toes to get what you want. And I wish I could have been that think piece, that warning piece that could have been like, oh, I wouldn't do that. And unless you want to change the whole trajectory of your life. I've had regular folks call me and I've had people say, Tracy, I'm about to commit a crime. Like, I really don't care what you tell me. I've had people call me and go, I'm about to have an affair. What's your thoughts? I told this one woman, do it. Do it. The cards gave her authorization to do it. It wasn't me. It was the cards. I told her, do it. I said, you need this. With a lot of others, I will say, don't do it. One recently, I told them, don't do it. And now I see why I told her, don't do it. It makes so much sense now. Now, I do remember, I said, if you do it, you're going to wind up getting pregnant and not know who the daddy is. So, she didn't do it. Oh, some of these girls are so mad at me. One girl goes, like, they think I care, right? Let me tell you something. Getting to be 63 is God's gift. I never knew this, right? I would have turned 63 back in my 20s. This little girl's mad at me over the super reading and the boyfriend being gay. I didn't say he was gay. The card said he was gay. Like, why don't y'all listen? All right. So she's mad at me and she goes, nah, if you start out that way, you're not one of me. Nah, I gotta unfollow. This wasn't a reading. You just making stuff up now because you don't like her. I thought you were better than this. No, ma'am, I'm in the gutter. You put me in the gutter, not her. Super. Super put me in the gutter. I will always stay in the gutter with her. I'm always going to be slinging mud. Get it right. No, don't think you know me. I already know I got to go to heaven and explain some things. Well, what happened here, Tracy? Well, what happened was I'm going to have people up there praying. Like, no, she really does have a good heart, God. Like, they do bother her. Right, Mom? They tell them. Anywho, I thought you were better than this. And then I put, I'm in my villain era. It's best for you to leave me alone, too. Oh, I said that real nice. Then she added, unfollow. Good. Bitch, good. Leave forever. Meanwhile, she sends me a private message. Please. I feel like somebody put a hex on me. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Your little filthy mouth. I should have been, yeah, somebody did put a hex on you. I should say that. I might say it if you make me mad enough. Hello, Miss Brown. I desperately need some help. I'm not asking for any money. What? I've been going under for the last 6 months. I can't seem to get back up. Going under where? I lost my car, lost over 30 clients. Because of it, now my business is failing. Why would you send me such a horrible message if don't you have things you need to concentrate on? Ah, bitch! They cut my electricity. Oh, please, can you give me a word or prediction on what is going on and how I can get out of it? No, you're asking for a free reading. I actually never saw this message. I feel like someone put a hex on me, and I need to know if I've done this to myself or if someone. This was back in 2021. I don't even know who this person is. Listen, if you have your own business in this era and the clients are not coming in, find a job quickly. And I don't even care if it's at McDonald's. Just find a job. But if the clients are not coming in, it's really important to understand, and this is elementary, my dear, the clients are not coming in. The clients are not coming in. Get a job. All right, I'm over it. Oh, super. She is the crayon. Noel. Bye, bitch. Super is such a long story. Super Sense is her name, and Super has this makeup company called the Crayon Case. And she's only famous because in one day she sold $1 million worth of products. People didn't believe her. So they asked me to do a reading on whether or not she got $1 million worth of products on Black Friday. Oh, which reminds me, I got something to show you guys. This is a good one. I may never talk about Wendy today. And I knew I had this for a reason. I didn't know why I had it. This is it. So I did the reading, but the thing about the reading is that you can't just see, did she make the $1 million on Black Friday, which made her very famous, put her over the top, yada yada. She could buy anything she wanted that time, and she did, and resculpted her body, which is fine. But in the very first reading, apparently I read her for filth and I didn't know it. I didn't know Super. Somebody said, "Did she make $1 million?" And I checked and I said, "Yes." And then I started reading a whole bunch of other things. And that put me over the top. This video is my most viral video. Not a celebrity, Super Scent has 336 views. All of New Orleans watched this video and everyone sent it to everyone. And so I'm going to put it in the feed so y'all could see what this is about. Now, after I did this, Then Judy from Kaleidoscope Trash Hair Oil. I fucking hate her. Hate. And Tokyo Tony came for me. And Gossip in the City was all up in it. I had to cuss that bitch out too. And I exposed Gossip in the City too. Having some fake daycare in Arizona. hmm hmm I had to report them to the police. The harassment was so bad. And so Judy ran away after that little girl was sacrificed in her pool. That ritual. I hope that little girl came back as her son. Tokyo's still fat. I don't know. Is she? She was fat then. I'm thinking she's fat now. No, don't tell me not to. No, 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 no. I used the word fat. It was very clear. Again, villain era. And Super, I never liked. So after I reported him to the police, I decided that I would take matters into my own hands. So right after that, I did video after video after video on all of them. I looked up details of their own shit. I exposed whatever I could for the limited information that I had because I didn't live in New Orleans, but people kept giving me information. I go, did you know about this? Did you know about that? I was like, nope, but I'm tell it. And anyhow, it ended. One thing I don't do, I don't keep attacking people. I don't care how much I don't like you. The value of my life is not to keep attacking you. That goes against the grain of God. Fuck with me and I will attack you, but I gotta lose steam to stop. And that's the only difference. The only difference is the steam has to run out. And I gotta get, and I'm gonna get out everything. It's like tentacles coming from my chest. It's really bad. Anywho, I gotta lose steam. So I lost the steam and I stopped putting out videos. And then I never said anything about Super ever again because I don't care. But as of recently, the people came back and they said, Tracy, did you know about this? Did you know about that? And I was like, man, that means I got to do a video on her. So I did pray on it. I was like, should I? Should I not? Should I? And then it's not that I got the authorization. It's not like I didn't get the authorization. So I did a video. Like, I had good behavior for a long time, but nobody wants to notice that I had good behavior. Everyone wants to think, oh, you just hate her. No, no, I don't just hate her. No, I despise her passionately. I ain't never given that up. Ever on my life. I will never get up my hatred for her. Anywho, um, small business. Small business owner that sells beauty products. And apparently it was good for quite a number of years. She got her whole body resculpted, about $100,000 worth of, physical changes, but she couldn't fix that nose. Like, that's not even a black nose. It's like deformed. Like, this is a black nose. I love my nose. My son got the best nose. Nice full nose. His father, great full nose. I love a big nose. Mm-mm. She got one of those, distorted kind of noses that is like, that kind of ruins your beauty. I think she could be prettier if not for her nose. All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. Anywho, we are on Wendy watch, and Wendy's actually. Anywho, it's getting on my nerves. Everybody's getting on my nerves. Anywho, we are on Wendy watch. We are not attacking Wendy. We're on Wendy watch. You know, they put themselves out here and then we're not supposed to like respond to their crazy. Let's stay on Wendy watch.
Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it,
I
pop
can't
it.
hold it. Why am I acting like I can show Bravo stuff? I can't. Let's see what this says.
Kiarna, Ashley Darby, even Karen is about to have a fucking field day with this. Because let me tell you, the way Wendy was talking about her 4 degrees, like how she's so much more educated, so much X, Y, and Z. And two things can be true at once. However, the way she was doing it was so tacky. I will not be shocked if she doesn't come back for another season. I don't see her coming back for another season. Like, how's she gonna explain that? Especially with how she just literally said on the last episode of the premiere of season 10, I believe, me and Eddie is so comfortable. Happy Eddie is doing so well, and we're, and she was building like her home or something. It's just.
Why does this shit end? Can y'all stop doing videos if y'all don't know how to get me to the end? Fuck. Oh, I never really look at these videos. I just look at the ones that I could download. That's all. Let's see. Did y'all see that? Is that at a courthouse? Was that at a courthouse? Yes. No. And why doesn't Eddie have a name? It must be great to be next to a famous wife and so your name doesn't get mentioned. Oh my God.
Real Housewife of Potomac castmate Wendy OSEFO has officially been let go from one of her employers, Wesleyan University. So now we remember when she joined the Real Housewives of Potomac, she was employed as a professor at Johns Hopkins University, and she quit to sell candles. But last year, she made the announcement that she was taking a position as a professor at Wesleyan University. It is a prestigious university as well. And that was back in November 2024 when she made the announcement through her publicist on Black Enterprise. Literally in less than a year, it's gone. You're probably like, well, how they was able to fire her so fast? Y'all, when you work for a university, you probably have signed a morality clause. And in that morality clause, it lets you know if you do anything to bring negative attention or light to the university or certain crimes, we got the right to terminate you on site. And it looks like it was on site. Some would question, like, hey, if you knew you did fraud, why would you be taking such a prestigious role as if you won't be first to go if they catch on or if you get in trouble? hear me out. They may have felt like it was a scheme that Ty had set up and they ain't do anything, or they were just gonna be living until they got caught. Please, for the life of me, when you get on these reality TV shows, don't go and live above your means, because I know from my information with some of these shows and these housewives, they are spending too much money to put on for viewers, and they're not getting a return for their investment, because the salary is only the salary for the bigger castmates. And not to say that Wendy wasn't getting there, she was definitely one of the main ones, since Candace was gone, you had Monique gone, Robin's gone, even though Robin, then you had Karen was gone for the season. So who else was going to be on the top of the top? You got Giselle and Wendy. Ashley don't count to me at all. So this is why entrepreneurship is so important for African Americans, because listen, what y'all should all learn from this, you can't fire yourself.
She's cute. All right. Hmm. What y'all got to say? This is sad about Wendy and her husband Eddie regarding insurance fraud. Consequences of their actions doesn't look good. Hi, Carlito. Good health, good wealth. Oh, good health and good wealth. 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 Boom. I send it back to you. All right, listen to me. I did hear that there is a way that they could get off. Wendy can also always say that she's been running around with a duplicate ring. I heard that that's something that she can and probably will use. And there were some other things I heard that could possibly get them off. So, with a good lawyer, with the $450,000 worth of money that they stole, I think they might be able to get a good lawyer. Just be glad it's not federal, y'all. Federal would ream them. This is state. State will bargain with you. So, if anything, she's being tried in a court of public law. That's the worst part.
Things just got worse for Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy OSEFO. TMZ is just reporting that she got fired from her teaching job at Wesleyan University. If you remember when Wendy first joined in season 5 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, she mentioned she had 4 degrees, and at that time she was teaching at Johns Hopkins University, which is where she got her PhD. Wendy resigned from teaching at Johns Hopkins University in 2024. It looks like recently she picked up this teaching job at Wesleyan University, where her title was Distinguished Visiting Professor of Sociology. In a statement to TMZ, Wesleyan University said Wendy OSEFO is no longer an employee of Wesleyan University. Wendy and Eddie haven't even gone to trial yet to determine whether or not they're guilty of these fraud charges, but I guess the scandal alone was just too much for Wesleyan University, and they decided to part ways with Wendy. Now, what are your thoughts on this entire thing? Do you think that Wendy and Eddie are guilty or not guilty? Is it fair that Wendy was let go of this job even though she has not been found guilty of these charges? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.
I see a lot of people, black women in particular, are saying, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Damn, y'all so quick to want to tear black people down. Damn, y'all don't even know what happened. Damn, she ain't even had her day in court yet. And y'all, okay, baby, let me tell you something.
No.
I understand wanting to rock with our sister. I understand Wendy being somebody's fave. I understand wanting to give Wendy the benefit of the doubt. I'm human. I understand what it feels like when somebody you like or cares about disappoints you, and that you don't want to believe the worst. But let me be very clear with you, okay? Wendy did not have to go to court. Wendy does not have to be convicted. Wendy does not even have to come out and do a press release for us to get a relatively solid understanding of what happened.
Right.
Here is what we do know for a fact.
Tell me.
Okay. Since we're waiting on days in court. Here's what we know happened for a fact. We know for a fact that y'all did something severe enough to get arrested. Now they're saying in the comments Wendy recently released a statement saying that she resigned or whatever. But here is what we know. We know y'all did enough to get arrested. We know that when the judge signs an arrest warrant or whatever, that there is enough evidence present for you to be arrested. Y'all did something. Y'all did something. Okay? The people already said y'all filed a break-in. There was no video camera evidence of a break-in, and the items that were reported stolen were later seen on social media, and the rest of them were found at the store. Unless y'all are about to tell me that Wendy's 11-year-old children magically got in the car and found the receipts and reported and returned the stuff, and Wendy and Eddie didn't have any idea what was going on. I mean, what more do we need? And then it's like a lot of counts. It's like 15, 20 something counts of it. So I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna play your game. For those of y'all who are saying she ain't even been to court yet. Okay. And they said it's 15, 20, 40 something counts of it. She ain't do that first one. She ain't do that second one. She ain't do the third one. She didn't do the fourth one.
No.
She didn't do the fifth one. It's a sixth one. It's 33 counts. We only at number 6. It's a sixth one that appeared on the report that they said found. She didn't do the sixth one. She didn't do the 7th. She didn't do the 17th. She didn't do the 27th. But what about the 28, the 29, the 30, the 31, the 32, and the 33? You reasonably believe that you need to wait until the court situation happen to understand of the 33 counts. They didn't do none of them. It was a mistake. She thought when she was filling out the report of what was stolen, Eddie had her confused, and she thought that she was supposed to write the inventory of what she currently had in her closet. That's the explanation.
Oh.
And then it was $450,000, not with one insurance company.
Right.
But spread across 3. So you've got items that were mistakenly reported stolen across one insurance company. Girl, that was a mistake. I thought I was supposed to put an inventory of what I had. Then you went and you did it again with a second insurance company. Girl, that was still a mistake. I was on the phone. I was distracted. It wasn't until I reported the same shit stolen a third time with a third insurance. Come on, girl. Yeah, now y'all around here sounding like Trump supporters. The cognitive dissonance. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. And like I said, the biggest disgrace with this Wendy situation is not even the fact that she did it. That's not the disgrace. That's not the disgrace. The biggest disgrace is that she fell victim to the pressure.
Mm,
And I'm going to tell you
yeah.
what's unfortunate about this. And I said that I was going to refrain from going here because it was going to expose a part of myself that I don't know that I wanted to share with you guys. But since this is a safe space, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys. Wendy, you fucked it up for a lot of us. You messed it up for the smart kids, right? Here's why this hurts me personally, because it made me be forced to look into the mirror and accept some uncomfortable truths about myself that I don't know that I was willing to confront. And that truth is, no matter how much we gas ourselves up with our accomplishments and our notoriety, that deep down inside, we all want to be the cool kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hard pill to swallow,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you learn to be the smart kid as a defense mechanism and as a coping mechanism. And then your whole identity gets wrapped up into being, I'm the smart one. And you go through life convincing yourself that being smart is enough. I'm the smart kid. I'm the degree kid. I'm the accomplished kid. And do y'all understand all of that accomplishment is overcompensation?
Mm-hmm.
Because deep down inside, Wendy traded it all in. She traded it all in for a small shot of thinking she could be the cool kid
Mm-hmm.
just for a little bit. She was willing to sacrifice it all because she wanted to be the cool kid. If the witch doctor would have came down with some drumsticks and said, in this moment, I will give you the opportunity to be, who were the cool kids? In her situation, it's Giselle.
Yep.
Evelyn Lozada. Who are Portia? Portia
Mm-hmm.
Candy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Shawnee and all that. It just goes to show that we go around and we pad our resumes, but that little piece of high school girlishness, high school boyishness, we learn to suppress it. But it never goes away. Look at Phaedra. We don't even understand. We don't even know this person that we see on TV right now that's masquerading as Phaedra Parks. We don't know who that person is. The Phaedra that we see today would have been talked about like a dog by the Phaedra we first met.
Mm.
I'm average in attractiveness. I'm not the cool girl, but I'm going to be the smart professional girl that got my accolades. The moment she got an opportunity to be received as the cool girl, the popular girl, the sexy girl, the girl that people want to fuck, that's who she reverted to. Baby, all that lawyer, I'm smart shit, I'm accomplished, I'm decorated, I'm an equestrian, I'm a philanthropist, all that shit that she rested her entire identity on has gone out the door for titties exposed, ass out, and designer fashions. Because deep down inside, everybody wants to be the cool kid. Even me. And that was the hard part about this Wendy thing. It made me confront the fact that, like, yeah, Q, like, you want to be the cool kid too. And you've told yourself all these years that being smart was enough, being accomplished was enough, having this accolade and that accolade was enough. They might be cool, but I'm smart. They might got a fine ass body and be real popular and everybody desire them sexually, but I got this good old job.
So, not for nothing, can you guys help me with this? Was it Funky Geneva that rented a home from Michelle Atalian and fucked her over? I'm just trying to. I'm just being devil's advocate with all the advice that he's giving Wendy. Can somebody let me know if that was Funky Geneva or was that who's that other guy? Or was it that other guy whose name I can't remember? Who got fired off of TGIF? Hmm. All right. Anywho, let me do this reading. Y'all know I always do the reading at the end. I had so much more videos to show you, but we're going to be on Wendy watch for a while. Is Wendy coming back to Potomac? Right now, any pickups that they're having, any pickups, Wendy will not participate in it. She doesn't know how. The embarrassment is so much stronger and it's too soon for her. Um, this card is actually the Fool. That's literally what it means. Um, and I feel like she feels like a fool. This might be Andy. I don't know Andy's sign. This is maybe somebody else that's in the past now. This is her family. And this is an offer. They might pay Wendy more money to come back on. And that's the trap. They might pay Wendy even more money to come back on. See, Carlito? Now, okay, side note, we got a side note here. Funky Geneva. It sounds to me like, as most content creators do, they grow. I see some digressing just a tiny bit. Like I see Kempire kind of digressing a little bit, but I do like him. But I don't understand like why NECA can't post something without mentioning Wendy's name, without Kempire going, I know things about you. I know things about you. I'm like, whoa, stay out of it. NECA has every right because whatever you know about NECA, you going to say it? Are you going to say it, Kempire? Or you going to act like you know something? Because that's cowardness. NECA has every right to say something. And if it comes to blows, let them come to blow. Why are you in this? Anywho, I'm I'm thinking I'm watching Funky Geneva grow. But Funky Geneva, in order to grow, you have to apologize. That's growth 101. And most people don't recognize that they have to apologize. Now, Michelle don't have to forgive you, but it's about you and your growth. So, if you have never apologized, do it. Do it. My advice is to do it publicly. Because if you do it publicly, the public will always have your back and would be like, Michelle, he apologized. She don't have to accept it. Let's get that straight. But you did fuck up her house. And she was in shock. And so I love the advice that you're giving Wendy. I love it. But I just want to make sure that all of your mess on the road that you came on has been cleaned up. Is the road clear? Because it sounds to me you're about to project yourself into an amazing orator. That's what it sounds like to me. Like you're gifted. Don't leave no dirt back there. Clean up your dirt so that no one can speak on your face. Period. Thank you, Demetra. Thank you, Carlito. I don't know foods. You know, I'm always here. But what he said was absolutely pointed. Oh, let's go back down. She's gonna have a choice. Look at this. Her mother is in the choice anyway. Her mother is a part of this whole damn thing. It could take a while. And they're gonna constantly negotiate with her. They do want her back on. I do not believe we're going to see her at the reunion, but I might have to do a different one once we progress more into the season. Right now, I don't think she's going to be at the reunion. She is way too embarrassed. The thing about her embarrassment is, and that was the difference with Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw, right to the end, said, I am innocent. That bitch lied right to the end and then got to court and was like, okay, I did do it. Jen? What? And Andy hates Jen for tricking them this whole time because they did love Jen and then getting there and be like, yeah, I'm guilty. Wendy, you could handle this just a little better. You could say, I need to clear this up in court, not in public opinion. But I am here standing in my mess. But you could be like Erica. Erica never talked about shit. I can't talk about it right now. I can't talk about it right now with her granny witchy voice. And her name got cleared. And Erica was responsible for the deaths. Her husband, not Erica, her husband was responsible for the deaths of so many people, monies that he stole, and she did benefit. So it's funny what a white woman can get away with, and Wendy can't get away with a few measly dollars. This was in the millions on people's death backs. Some of them wound up in Madagascar. The bodies. Oh, yeah. That bitch got off. I told you I was innocent. I told you I was innocent. But you ain't innocent. You ate well off the backs of them poor Philippine people. I hope every single ghost is following you around right now and saying, hey, Erica. Hope when you wake up, you see one of their faces. Because you ate off their backs. Anyhow, Funky Daniva, the advice that you're giving, you're gifted. Make sure your road is cleaned up. Okay? That's all I have to say. That's it, sweetie. All right. So with that being said, call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. All right? So with that being said, she's embarrassed. She has so much fight inside of her, but she wants to look good fighting. Her children are being compromised, especially the oldest one. So she's worried about the oldest one who's going to start to act out. This is the way I see it for right now. I'm going to do it again, but for right now, psychic preliminaries, intuitiveness says. She will not do any pickups. She will not be at the reunion. She will be on the next season. Boom. Boom. The producers are going to convince her to come back, and she just has to be in consulting with her lawyer to know that what she can and cannot say. If she's smart, she would have a lawyer on set every time cameras pick up. So I think if you're already embarrassed, what difference does it make? You're already embarrassed. So you can't hide the embarrassment, right? Ooh. Why does God love me? Ooh. Oh, oh, it's the trickster is good, right side up. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. We might get a better Wendy out of this. Oh my God. Listen, I think if the president of the United States can steal, plunder, grape, and can become president, I think y'all can forgive Wendy. Plays provocateur, trickster, plays dubious tricks, makes fun of or is made fun of. So we all feel like, Wendy wasn't pretty when she first came on. Am I the crazy one? She wasn't pretty. She was average pretty. All right. Can be either a deceiver, Wendy, who tricks others out of something, or a helper or messenger from the divine. See, and that's Trump. Y'all don't get the whole Trump reading, right? Nobody gets it, right? But there's something that's authorized for him to be there, even though he's ruining everybody's lives. He has to be there. Okay. Nobody gets it. Can be a great ally, it's upside down, in presenting alternatives to the straight and narrow path. She's going to be the example, and she could come back as a speaker to teach people like what her life has been like, stealing and pilfering, to get out of her nerdiness and be like Giselle, even though Giselle ain't shit either. Oh, okay. Giselle's a bully. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go. People who seek hem you in through peer pressure and conformism. Look for a lifetime pattern of either creating havoc, which is what happened, or liberating by transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. No, every housewife, Tiffany, the housewives don't come on as criminals. They become criminals later. Somebody called it Bravo straight to prison, something like that. All right, I gotta go because I gotta read it. I love you all. Call me for your own personal reading. I am available. 213-458-7408. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine with a gift so rare. rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture